Supercar street racing here. It was a pretty busy weekend. Got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff recorded to edit and get some content in a little bit later. But tonight we are starting on this. Of course, right here we have Plastidip, which will be the first of a few projects for the car. Tonight we are going to start on the logos. We're going to get rid of all that chrome. We're going to Plastidip with this matte black Plastidip, whatever the heck it is, multi-purpose rubber coating is what we're going to do. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to prep the emblems and then Plastidip them. Okay, folks, right here we got our Plastidip paint directly from Advanced Auto Parts. You can order it on Amazon as an add-on item. That's probably what I would recommend. Now, what you want to do first is get this Plastidip a little bit warm. Now, what that does is that helps the Plastidip come out of the can a bit more uniform. So what I'm going to do here is get a bowl and I'm going to put some warm water in it. Letting this water warm up. Doesn't need to be hot, just warm. It's going to soak in there for a good 15 minutes while we prep the car. And that is getting pretty warm. We're dumping them out. Just a little bit warmer. Too warm. Don't want it hot. That will also affect the spray. Good enough. You can take that Plastidip can, put it right in there. Should be fine. I don't see any reason why you can't leave it just like that. So that's the first step. Get your can all warmed up so it sprays more evenly. So you are going to need painter's tape and toothpicks for this. This is the first one we're going to work on right here. So what we're going to do is clean it first, then tape it off. About an inch around each side. You'll see that step next. So I just sprayed this logo with Instant Detailer. Keep calling it a logo, it's an emblem. And now I'm going to polish it really nice. Get all the way around it as well. And where the tape's going to be. And you want to make sure you get all in the letters. As best you can anyway, because top and bottom. It's going to be very difficult to get inside there, but try to get inside the letters if you can. Get as much of that dirt off as you can. Next step, tape around it, leave about a ½ of an inch gap. One of the other things I failed to mention you would need is blue painter's tape, and you're going to need toothpicks to get the Plastidip out from between the holes. Now we have this area masked off. Pretty good. And don't forget, you're going to be spraying from the sides, top and bottom to get the full logo here. So you're going to need a little bit of overspray protection around there. Don't go crazy, all you need is that much. Plastidip comes off very easily with Instant Detail spray if it's just a little bit of overspray. Okay, I've shaken this can up a lot. It is up to temperature. I can feel it's warm from being in the warm water. Few little test sprays there. Now, you're going to want to make sure on this first coat, you're going to want less than up to 50% coverage, but no more. So you're going to go straight on. You're going to go with light. That's all. Maybe one more. 50% coverage. Maybe up here. And maybe down here. One from the side. One from this side. That's it. Don't go crazy on the first coat because it will drip. This needs to dry for 10 to 15 minutes now. We'll be back. Okay guys, it's been about 15 minutes since we put this first coat on. Here's a good look of how that looks. Sorry, the camera won't zoom in that close. There may not be black on top or bottom or sides, but you want to be careful on that first coat that you don't get any drips. So now it's time for the second coat. Gotta find the bottle, we'll start the second coat. It is second coat time, and we are really going to concentrate on trying to get the top, the sides, and the bottom on this coat. So once again, spray a little test to get all the, if there's anything clogged in the tip, lightly. That way, that way, that way, and that way. Now, we're going to let that dry for another 15 minutes. Okay guys, we got the back taped off now. As you can see, we've got the SL65 logo here. We've got the Mercedes-Benz logo here, which presents a little bit of a challenge because there is not much of a bottom lip right there. So we'll see what happens on that one. We got the AMG logo here. Good thing is these are not separated, so that shouldn't be too difficult. Now all of them are already all wiped down, and we're about to do a third coat on the other. Now I have my kitchen timer set. Don't forget to shake your bottle thoroughly between every coat. Let's see what my kitchen timer says. It says we still got 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So we will be right back with the third coat. Okay guys, went ahead and did the first coat back here so that we could kind of be synchronized. All three of these have one coat on it, a very light coat. You want to go up to 50% coverage. Don't worry about the tops or bottoms if you don't get around that. Now on this third coat here, for this logo, we're going to go just slightly heavier. It's called a wet coat. So here we go. We're going to try to emphasize the top, then the side, then the bottom, and this side. One in front. Now, these coats are now synchronized. So, let's set our timer. Now, I have not started on the other side. I am going to go ahead and start taping that side logo up now. Got the other side all taped up. Space is limited here. Going to go ahead with a light test coat down there on the ground, and then just go ahead and do my 50%. That one did not come out good because of the way I was sitting. Okay, yeah, I did not do a good job on that coat. So be careful for holding the can. You notice I got a lot of splotches there. So hopefully that comes out better than it did. Notice, see the splotches? That was my fault. I think that'll be okay though for the first coat. Got the Plastidip sitting in the water bath, having a great time, like a hot tub, keeping that bottle warm between coats. So we do have 15 minutes and it does have time to cool down. Got about 8 minutes between the second coat in the back and the fourth coat on the first part of the side. Also, don't forget the important stuff. Oh yeah. Now for the moment of truth. We are going to try to peel this. We're going to need these toothpicks also afterwards to get the Plastidip from between the logos. So we will have that open and ready. Now, I see a lot of people have difficulty with getting the you want to try to get the tape off without taking the Plastidip with it. So let's see if we can do that first. Might be kind of hard here. Alright, see the Plastidip starting to peel? That's perfect. Get that out of there. Start on this one. Okay. Perfect. Now you see how it rips on that tape line? It's exactly what it's designed to do. That's why it's so amazing for these decals or logos or whatever you want to call them. One day I'll get it right. Okay, let's try this top one. Sorry about not getting the camera on it. It's very difficult to video and do this at the same time. Okay. That is a little bit of overspray, but you can see it comes right off. It was right there. Once again, I didn't capture it with the camera because it's hard. I also think about might do these fins. That might look good. All right, I'm gonna put the camera down while I get this tape off. Okay, now this is the part where you want to go slow. I have never done this. I have no idea what's about to happen. Apparently you just peel like this and it should come right off, and it looks like it is doing what it's supposed to do. Take your time here, don't go fast. See how it's coming off around the letter? I'm sorry if I'm not getting the camera. Take your time. Don't worry if you get a little bit left. That's what the toothpick is for. You can see it peeling right between these letters. Now you see that little bit that's left? Don't be careful with that because you can pull it right off the logo. Just like that. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this one. I'll update you after. I need both hands. So this is what we have left after we peeled. Notice that we have a little bit of extra inside the letters. Okay, that's what you use your toothpick for. So grab your toothpick. Never done this before, so it's the first. Grab your toothpick and get it in there. Be patient. Get the rest of that out of there. See how that peeled right off? Do that for the rest. Here is the finished Plastidip logo. As you can see, it came out really good. Now what you have to do, honestly, is you're going to have to, let me see if I can get my light on my head here. You're going to have to get into those little crevices and maybe use a fresh toothpick. So I can get one out. And it's kind of difficult to get that last little bit out. There's still a little bit in there. Sorry, camera's not right on the thing. But if you just get in there with your toothpick, you'll eventually get it all out of there. See how there's a little bit left in there. Oh, I think I might have messed that one up. Gotta be careful there. I'm gonna work on this off camera, but I think I almost started pulling that off. Got the rear logos done. They came out pretty good. There's only one spot on this 5 that looks like it might peel, which I might redo that one or get a, I know you can't use a razor blade because you will scratch your paint up, but I don't want to mess with that anymore because it might come off. There's the Mercedes logo, there's the AMG logo. The only thing I can stress is to take your time. The slower you go, the easier you will be able to get off between the numbers and letters in the small spots. If you go fast, it's going to leave a lot of Plastidip in place and you're going to spend a lot of time. So this AMG license plate frame is next. They do sell these in black and carbon fiber. I think it'll be fun to try to black it out with Plastidip. So I've got some painter's tape, and it just so happens that it fits almost perfectly over this AMG logo width. And then around here, I've got it tightly cornered. I am going to take my beautiful flowered X-Acto knife and cut right around these edges right here. After I do that, I'll be back.